absolutely love that video, guys. Okay, I love the intro, and if you like it as well, make sure to smash the subscribe button, click the like button, and make sure to check out all the other videos here on this channel. There's always enough content because I'm vlogging every single day. And today's episode of Tesla Sundays, your favorite Tesla episode on the whole internet, is the following. We will talk about the Tesla performance, right, over the last couple of days. We will talk about the stock chart and if we see any trends into the stock chart of Tesla. Then we will talk about the Dogecoin that Elon Musk is a huge supporter and maybe investor in. And finally, we will talk about the catalyst for Tesla stock over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned, and here we go. Okay, what happened with Tesla stock over the last 7 days since our last Tesla Sundays episode? This is what we will talk about today. And as you might know, we were early on Tesla stock on this channel since 2019 and made X10 our money. And this is exactly, if you're going to x10masterclass.com, currently an offer with 10 space, you will get 10% off. Check it out. Lifetime access to my members only Discord channel as well. But let's dive now into Tesla. So you can see here that we did absolutely nothing. I mean, the Tesla stock just gained 1 percentage point in the last 7 days, which is okay. I mean, we are currently sitting on an $805 billion market cap, which allows us to be financially very, 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 very strong as a company, okay? We know there is a couple of billions of dollars in the cash bank, and maybe this cash will be invested, but we will talk about that a little bit later in the vlog. So make sure to understand that, you know, we need now some catalysts, okay? We need more fuel, guys, okay? If you want to go further and if you want to go lightning speed, you need to have this push from behind, and this is obviously the point where we talk about after the next categories, where we talk about specific points which will allow Tesla stock to grow. And you can see here, as soon as Tesla stock gets a little bit down to about 800, you see a straight going up to 870, not unfortunately to the recent highs of 900, which I love to see the stock because I have already also investments into Tesla still. Which one and everything, I'm sharing this kind of information in my Discord chat, obviously. So if you want to know which moves I'm making on a day-to-day basis, make sure to go and join there. So let's dive into the stock of Tesla. But before that, I would love to introduce you to something else. So talking about Dogecoin today in this episode, I thought it's nice to introduce you once again to GSX. GSX is a stable coin, including a growth coin. It's basically both together. And why is this important? Because a stable coin has the attitude that it is asset backed. So as more asset is backed to the GSX, as more of the value is actually rising or could rise. And on the other side, a growth coin is there to grow over time, and therefore fusing both things together is absolutely great. But let me tell you a couple of more advantages if you're interested into GSX. So GSX pays also dividends. GSX has a great team behind it with Apollo FinTech. They are usually working with governments, with blockchain solutions, and they just introduced something that even can increase the scarcity, which is so important for this kind of assets, which is staking. Staking is the opportunity that they actually invented, that you send your GSX coins to them, they will store it for 1 year and you get 10% more GSX, 2 years 20%, or 3 years 30% more GSX without doing anything, okay? And then they just came out with a brilliant idea, okay? So as it is like gold backed GSX, you can actually go with your GSX and you go to the headquarters of them, right? And then if you want, you can at any point of time, obviously there's some conditions to it, to get the real value of the GSX versus the gold. So you go there and go with physical gold back home. So this is, I think, great. There's even more to that. As soon as the pre-sale is done, they will destroy all remaining GSX. Now the question of the questions, how you can get GSX and how to get more GSX that you actually purchase, well, there's the link into the description where you get 5% more GSX than you bought. So what are you waiting for? So let's look into our favorite stock here on Sundays. And as you can see here, actually, we predicted here slowly gain into the stock price over the next couple of weeks. Okay, there's not like big catalyst events that should make the stock, crazy gain. The only thing that I can, really think of that the stock would go absolutely ludicrous would be actually when we would have another stock split. But I think the stock split probability is rather at $1,000. So here we can see that it's actually nicely went into this channel here since actually the 8th of January we pretty much fighting to go higher than 880 levels to the closing day on the 29th of January. We went a little bit below this channel here, but then back up again, but still didn't cross the resistance here. So this would be important for the stock to hit through that, as I would assume it could go then to higher levels, because then you don't have any much of a resistance anymore. Currently RSI levels are also not overbought, not oversold, so this is nicely to let the stock go further higher on some kind of news, which Elon Musk could put out something on Twitter that could skyrocket the stock at any point of time. So never try to time the market, it's basically impossible. Then we have a nicely resistant here at around, what are those levels here, at 800 levels. And then we have a nice resistance here at 727, the 50 moving average, and then another resistance here at around 684, which is also a nice resistance. So you can see we have more potential to go higher than lower currently. The stock also trading in a very narrow Bollinger Bands situation here. It's not that volatile anymore like it was here. Here it had to outbreak, and then the Bollinger Bands actually through the long term standing still, I would say, this couple of weeks now, the Bollinger Bands got more narrow here. So as you can see here, it's a pretty good situation for the Tesla stock to go higher. We closed on Friday at slightly positive. $850 is currently, the levels that we are holding for a very good amount of time. And and this said, let's dive into the next category. So let's talk about Dogecoin. Dogecoin is this very interesting coin out there, the digital asset that was invented as a joke, okay? There was one guy thought, okay, there's Bitcoin, there's this all big universe of different coins. Let's make a coin with a dog face, a meme coin into this universe. Okay, so actually this happened, and it got so much attention, and it actually revived just recently, because if you are looking into the Elon Musk Twitter, then you can see that he is talking about it, a couple of times over the last couple of 24 hours. So Dogecoin is the people's crypto, for example, here, or he showed us here where he is actually from the Lions movie, he put out Simba, the Dogecoin out there. It's absolutely crazy, and this obviously moves markets. Okay, why it's moved markets? Let me show it to you. So Dogecoin just a couple of months ago was trading for $0.0089. Okay, not even 1 cent, or close to 1 cent. Then it started, the trend with Wall Street bets, with Elon Musk on Twitter. And then actually it picked up, and and this is unbelievable, guys. The price of one Dogecoin hit even $7.7 cents, all right? So it basically 10x, okay? And if you want to know about 10x Masterclass, then check out the link below, guys. It's my own video course where you can learn about stocks, X10 and so on. But you know, that was just a nice transition here. So let's dive further in. So as you can see here, the currency, the asset actually went down, and you can see the volume. And this is now important why I put the thesis out, you know. Even though you have to take it with a grain of humor, I believe it could happen that Tesla puts, you know, instead of Bitcoin, you know, instead of, you know, putting 1 billion that they have, you know, they have many billions in the bank. So it would be smart for them to put some into cryptocurrency as well, or crypto assets. And it's nice to see that it could be potentially possible. I mean, the volume, as you can see here, over the last 24 hours was $7.85 billion. Okay, this would mean that if he slides a little bit money from Tesla accounts into Dogecoin, this would be definitely possible. I expect, without, you know, making crazy amount of waves, he could put every other day, you know, $50 million into Dogecoin and nobody would even notice, all right? Then the market cap is 5.7 billion. This is basically calculated by all the coins outstanding and then basically times the value. So, and imagine he would say, I put $1 billion of money of Tesla into Dogecoin. I mean, this thing could go to $1 and absolutely create a crazy amount of money for Tesla. But, you know, would it be morally standable? Well, this you have to decide for your own. If you would put money into that, then, you know, push it and then, you know, sell part of it. That would be absolutely insane, but you know, possible. Imagine he would put 1 billion and the Dogecoin would go to $1 and suddenly the 1 billion would turn into, you know, 100 billion, and he would just say, you know, we are now 100 billion more in cash, right? And we can sell, you know, maybe 20 billion and keep the rest. Still, he would make 20 times his money. It would be an unbelievable move, guys. So if it's really happened, that is something that we should wait and get the answer for our own in just a couple of months. When talking about stocks for the long term, I hate to look into things that are, you know, a couple of weeks or, you know, just months ahead. But sometimes you need to have a look and see what is the potential of a stock. Does it make sense to hold it, or other opportunities on the market that maybe gives a better outlook on the market? However, I think Tesla stock is still a very big hold forever and ever until the fundamental story changes, okay? Which I don't see it coming, because it's just, you know, they are going like 150 mph per hour, like a huge movement. And there's one guy on Twitter called Gary Black. If you haven't followed him yet, make sure to do that. He's you know, a big influencer into the Tesla stock community, and he's posting every now and then some new catalysts. Let's have a look what he thinks are the next catalysts. He says that, you know, the 8 trillion active manager buying is currently going on. The street is rising the price targets, Moody's upgrade, Biden's unveil EV credit, and then the S&X plate launch, and also full self-driving, you know, and outrolling to many people. Though I believe there will be different catalysts, okay? I believe first you need to understand that the catalyst of Giga Berlin is a huge one, guys. Think about it. They will cut about 12,000 euros from each car they sell, which gives them a huge advantage. For this kind of price, you can get any other car manufacturer to produce, you know, profitability on electric vehicles with such a great, you know, setup of full self-driving, of supercharger networks, you know, of this quality, this digital car. I don't feel there is a competition coming up for Tesla in Europe with Gigafactory in Berlin for a very long time. Then on the other side, I believe that the Model 2 which will be released in the late 2021, is also a huge run because it will be produced in China, roll out first in China, and then I think from there they will also spread all around the world, and it will be an amazing vehicle, okay? It will be exactly the vehicle that people want to start with, okay? Because the Model 3 is super nice, but it's still a $40,000-$50,000 car if you get all the specs, or nice specs. So think about that. We want to go lower and lower to get bigger market share for the Tesla cars, and this will be the main driver. And then all focus on power. We need to see where the energy business is going, okay? We want to have this huge projects, and as you can see with all of this covered, we need, and this is actually what Elon Musk said in a recent interview, they need to produce as many batteries as possible. They need to run the supply chain to the maximum. They need to run their own production to the maximum, all right? So this is very, very important for the Tesla future. So let me know in the comments what you think, and subscribe and like.